2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're glad to have you with us as we kick off our coverage of this event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam in the booth as we get another week of this FedEx Cup race going. Rich, what a week we've got ahead.
Can't wait to see how today's action plays out, Luke.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Playing their fourth shot. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Currently at +1 for the day. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot on the second. This one's heading left, I think. Getting ready to play their third. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And in it goes for the par. Sitting at 1 over for the event. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This one headed out to the left.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Oh, just missed. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
That was a little loose. Don't expect a good lie here. That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Come on, second time lucky. Sitting at 2 over par. Here's their 6th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. This is a triple bogey attempt here. Okay, steady now. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That gets the job done. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Henny What's the player facing here?
And from around 135 yards.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That one's heading out to the right. And here we are with the third shot. Putting for a par now. That's a good putt to make, that one. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. This hole is a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. The sixth hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Looks good off the blade. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hole. And now at +7 for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Oh, looking to make a statement here, going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away, wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Playing their 5th shot. Very crafty, that shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. How good was that bunker shot? Let's see if we can make this and keep the par on the card. Sitting at 8 over par for the day. Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich. Getting ready to play their third. Big putt for par coming up. Yeah, he'll take that. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
Penny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, time's that by 10. This is nasty.
Is that what they had in mind?
A bit short with that effort.
This putt for par here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
This one headed left in a hurry.
Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Opportunity to make their par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Penny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And here we are with the third shot. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. That was a gallant attempt. 8 feet to the cup.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
Just hammered that through the line. That's frustrating. you've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Oh, well played. Second shot here on the 13th.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Setting up here with a very long putt. That'll sting a bit.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
For the par. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Looks like this one's contracted the dreaded hooks. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup. This one to save par.
It was on a good line. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. This one started out on a good line. That's a bogey, but not a bad putt. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? From about 100 yards.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That's not the outcome they were after.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
And he's down there. You got to read.
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Just didn't drop. Putting for bogey. Ooh. 4 feet to the cup. And there it is. Currently 14 over par for the round.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
That didn't look like their best swing to me. I don't think he planned for that. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Oh, so close. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Might get caught up in the brush here. Whew, that was offline right off the shot. That's into the trees. I've seen worse looking swings at a playground. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Oh, no one likes a plug lie. Really, just getting it out of the bunk is a big deal here. Time for the 5th shot. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
This shot here from about 240 yards.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Oh, that was a little loose, wasn't it? I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagined in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Not far from the green here, just in the green side rough. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Come on, ball.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun.
UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA winner Rich Beam. And Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
Look, this player's trailing at the moment. Let's face it, there is so much golf left out there. Anything can happen. Let's just sit back, relax, and watch it unfold.
Looking forward to this, Rich. Let's get into the action. And let's see what he can do here today. That's a good-looking shot there. Time for the second shot into the first. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par.
Here we are at the second tee.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
That's it. It's okay. Getting ready to play their third. You like that, didn't you? Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. That will work. This hole is a par 3.
Just one bunker surrounds this green. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Okay, steady now. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Yeah, it's heading to the bunker for sure. Lining up from the sand now. This line doesn't look too tough, just in the first cut, right by the green. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker.
Yeah, this one, it's veering off a little bit to the right.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Oh, just missed. Just 3 feet to the cup. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
That's an awful error. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Look out, there's water there. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
Just a short putt remaining here. Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead. Deep into the front nine. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in two. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. They've holed it. That's very gutsy.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3, to say the least.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. That's inside the house of opportunity. Lining up the birdie putt here. Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Time now to take in the 9th hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
That's a little untidy. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
You come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Well, it's a bit disappointing. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
All right, a big day today. The cut will be made, and this player isn't guaranteed of their spot through the first 36 holes.
I don't think they're nervous because they're so far out of it. It would take a miracle for them to make the cut.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Good shot there. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. That was a gallant attempt. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Going with the hybrid. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
This one for bogey. That putt went a bit long there. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
Nicely done. From around 180 yards out. That's a little wayward. Getting ready to play their third. Time now for the 4th shot. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Great touch.
That's a good putt to hole for a bogey. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
Oh, that was pure. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 145 yards. What a drive that was.
Maybe needed a better club from the caddy. It's a bit strong, this. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That dog will hunt.
Second shot here on the 14th. Just hoping for an outcome now. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Another missed green in regulation. They got to do better.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Just didn't drop. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
Well played, mate. Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Putting for par. Was on a good line. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Going with the 7.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
And he's safely on the green. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
A par putt on the table. Job done. Let's head to the next. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Time to face a par 4.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
Time for the second shot at the 17th. Great shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well played. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. It's time to tee off on the 18th hole.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Opting for the 5-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
And he's hit that inside the range. Putting for eagle here. that. This player has finished their Q School final, but Rich, unfortunately they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.